Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. As you might have seen in the title, this is a combination of two projects. One is to take a user input and you want to see if that input is odd or even, that number input is odd or even. And then if that is odd, then you want to say odd, and if it's even, then you want to say even. So and then the second project is a number guessing game. And the reason why I'm doing two projects in one, it's because it's a rainy day and I have nothing else to do. So let's get started. So the first thing that we want to do is I'm going to go into the projects and I'm just going to, I guess, open this up. So, okay. And now we can okay. Give me a second. Just 1 second. Maybe I can open it for you. Okay. So let's go into my Gmail. And okay, so you can see this project. So 1 second. Okay, so I'm into my Gmail and I can just open this. Let's go into the link. And okay, this is here. Now, okay, let's dive right in. Where's Python? Okay. Odd or even. So, okay, so it's odd or even. Let's start with the separator. Okay. So this seems like a pretty simple project that we can make pretty simply. So let's go back to my home screen and I'm just gonna open pycharm. See, it's loading. And wait. Let's wait. It's gonna load the module, prepare the workspace. And this is the calculator one. So I'm just gonna zoom in. And so we can make a new project. New Python file, and we can name this odd or even. And it'll load it in for us. Let's just close these folders. Okay, that looks much better. Okay, so this odd or even is pretty simple. Let's go back into the into my web browser, and so let's open my web browser, and so that asks for the user for a number and tells them if it's odd or even. So it says if it's odd or even, which includes an if statement. So what we want to do first is we want to take the user num, and we want to set it equal to the input of the tell me a number, and we can just set it to that, and that's pretty simple code. Then we just need to say if user num is 2 is less than or is greater than 0, then we want to say print the number you told me was odd, and then we can say else or elif user num is this thing is equal to 0, then we want to say print the number you told me was even. And I'll get into the percentage operator later. We just need to write an else statement. Print the number you put in was not a valid number. Okay, that seems good. Now let's just think we can run this. Run odd or even. Tell me a number. Okay, just give me 1 second to zoom out. Okay, so it's asking us for a number, and we can say, tell me a number. Okay, my number would be 3. Ooh. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so, there's this other thing I need to tell you about. So, I think you know that when I put the input, thing, I said that it was always a string. That's true. So, you can't, okay, let's put 3 again. Okay, so it looks like it's working. Let's try again and put in an even number. This time we're gonna put in 100, and that works. Okay, so our thing is working. Now let's put in a letter. Okay, let's trace back here. Okay, so okay, so I'm gonna say that so this is just making a for loop. I don't know why I'm doing this, but just please follow along. We're gonna say for, and if this is too small, then I'm just gonna zoom in. Okay, so for let's put this before the if statements. For a in user num here, hold on. This is giving me an error, so let's do something. Let's make a variable called a, and we'll set this equal to a, and we're gonna say for a in user num. We want to print invalid statement. Okay, tell me a number. We're gonna say a. Invalid statement. Okay, that's good, cause okay, it puts in an error, and invalid statement was put in, and I just want you to see that that when we put in like 2 A's, it's gonna probably say invalid statement twice. So let's just see that. Okay, let me just, okay, that looks pretty much fit to your screen. That's better. Okay, so let's say a invalid. Okay. See, it said invalid statement twice. Then that means that's for a. So it's not completely foolproof. It has some bugs, but yeah, it's a little buggy, but yes, we can do this. And yeah, that's probably a very very simple program that we made. Okay, now let's close this, and now let's make another one. We'll make another Python file, and we're gonna name this number guessing game. Number guessing game. Now, it sounds very complicated and hard, but it's not that hard. So we can just X out of that. Zoom in. Oops. That wasn't zooming in. Oh, that's better. Okay. So the first thing that we want to do is that, let's see. So let's go back into my web browser. And okay, let's see, guessing the number. User may guess a number is another easy Python program you can write just a few lines of code. Should generate a random number between 0 and 100. The player needs to guess what that number is. Should the user guess wrong, the program should respond by telling them their guess is either too low or too high. When the user guesses right, your program should ask them if they want to play again. Okay, now this is a bit more complicated. Little added challenge, you can limit the number of guesses to 5. Okay, that's what I'm gonna challenge you guys to do. After we write this code, that's your challenge, to make the number of guesses 5. So we can just get out of our web browser. And now it told us to take so it said a random number. That means we need to first import random. That we need to import the random module. Now what we want to do is we want to make a variable called random num. Yeah, we're just gonna say num, because variables have to be descriptive of what they hold, right? So random num, and we're gonna set this equal to random, so the module random dot randint, which is taking a random integer from the from these two numbers, 0 and 100. So it's going to put a random number it's gonna pick a random number in between these two, and yeah, and then yeah, that's fine. So it's gonna pick a random number in between these two numbers, and yeah, so that's what it's gonna do. So now what we want to do is we want to take we want to make a variable called user guess, and we're gonna make this equal to the input of user guess, and we're gonna make this equal to the input of I have picked a number. Actually, yeah, I have picked a number. Now you have to try and guess it. Okay. And okay, in that way we will ask for the number. Now I'm just going to show you the random.randint function. So we're just gonna comment this. Oops, that's not the comment. Just gonna comment this out for now, and we're gonna make a print statement that says print random num, and let's run the program through here, because I run a different program. 4. See, it picked 4, and if we run it again, 58. If we run it again, 55. So it's picking random numbers from these, and you will see that it will never pick either 0 or 100. Now if you want it to pick 0 or 100, it'll you'll have to put it at -1 and 101. But yeah, see, now if I run it again, 47, 44. Oh, never mind. It will pick 0 or 100 because I think it was like rand range or something, but you don't need to know about that. 69, 60, 28, 67, 69, 45, 9. Okay, so I think you get the point. We can take this out and we can take the comments out. Okay, so now the user guess. So if user guess is, oh, hold up. If int, so we're converting this into an integer. If int user guess is less than random num, then we want to do this. If that less than random num, then we want to say print your answer. Oops. Your answer is too low. Please try again. And we're not going to make this into a function because, well, I'll show you later, but we're just going to make this into a function called def, and we're going to make this equal to def user num guess, and we're going to set it equal to no parameters, and we're just going to have it like that. This thing we can indent, and yeah, there we go. And then we can run that user num guess again, and we can run it over here, or user num guess. Yeah, okay. So, we can say elif int user num guess. No, if user. Ooh, okay, yeah, that makes it a bit of a problem because then this becomes a local variable. So maybe we can say I don't know, global user guess. Maybe we can do that. But yeah, elif user guess, user get, no, not user num guess, user guess, and we're gonna, if that is greater than random num, and say print your answer is too high. Please try again. And we're gonna say elif int user num, or no, user guess is equal to random num. Then we will print Good job. You win. Do you want to play? You win. And then we can just leave it at that. And then it told us to see if the user wants to play again. Now, we can do this by putting an input. So we want to say, let's make a variable called play again. And we can set this equal to the input of do you want to play again? And we're gonna say y or n. So we're gonna say y/n. Okay. If play again is equal to y, then we want to say user num guess, and then we want to say elif play again equals n, and we want to say print okay, see you later. And then we want to say quit. Okay, that's good. And then else we want to say else if print please say y or n, and then we want to say input. We'll just leave it at that. Okay. So let's try and run it. Okay, they've picked a number. We're gonna say 58. Okay, then. Then let's not make a function for now. Okay, that's better. Can take that. Okay. Let's try and run it again. So we'll say 58 again. Too high. Please try again. Okay, now we have to find a way. Well, we can't make a function like this, right? Because let's just try def user guess, no parameters. Well, I mean, I guess we could make this whole thing into a function. Don't you think? Yeah, I think we can make the whole thing into a function, probably. Okay, so maybe if we can, user guess num, we'll call it. I'm gonna say user guess. That's the parameter. Okay, so, okay. I think I know where I'm going with this. Just gonna tab it all. And I think when we can run it, okay, so we can run this again. User guess num, and we'll run it like this. User num1, and we're gonna set this equal to the input of I have picked a number. Now you try and guess it. Okay, that's user num1. Okay. And we can put this as user num1. We can user guess this is hard, but let's try. User guess num, user num1, and this, I guess it's fine. So I think we can run this program. We can say user guess user num1, run it. Let's say 58. Oh wow, okay. Answer's too low. How many times is that? Okay, answer is too low. Scroll all the way down, and then there are quite a few. Okay. Okay, I think I know what we did wrong. Let's make another variable called user, hold on, user num2, and we'll set it equal to the same thing. So let's just copy this, and let's copy this and paste that. User num2. Okay, and yeah, that seems nice. And then we can say user num3, set it equal to the paste, and then we can say user num3. And I think this all is fine, so we can run it. 15. Too low. 50. Too low. 80. Too high. 60. Too low. 70. Too low. 75. Yay! We win! Okay. Do you, oh, okay, we'll change that later. Let's say N. Okay, see you later. Okay, so that worked. Now I'm already reaching 30 minutes, but I think we can stretch this out for like 50. Yeah, that's for 2 projects. Okay, so it took us quite a long time to get it. We guessed 15, 50, 80, 60, 70, 75. Okay, so I think we unlocked the goal, and there's a okay, so let's just fix all the bugs that I think it's in. Okay, you might not have seen it right, so after we fix the bugs, let's run it again. Okay, so user num guess, we can make this, oh great, more variables. Okay, yay, more variables. Okay, user num4, and we'll set that equal to the paste, and then we're gonna say user num4. That's one bug fixed. Do that's a second bug fixed, and we can run it again. Okay, so it has picked a number. Okay, so I've picked a number. That's this code running. It's picked a number between 1 and 100. Now it's asking us what is the number. Okay, and now we're gonna store some number into here. It says variable, and we're gonna say 58 or 55 for simplicity. And then it's running this if statement and saying, okay, if this converted to an integer is less than this integer, because this is an integer, then you want to print this statement saying this, and then user num2, and then this is user num2, and then it's running this whole program again. But let's say our guess is too high. Let's say we guess 100. It's running this again, right? Now it's saying this, and now it's running this again, and now it's saying, okay, this if is not true. Now let's go over here, and it goes over here, and it says, is this true? Yes, it is. Then it will run this just like it ran this, except this time it's too high. So we're gonna say 70. It's again too high, so we're gonna say 60. Too low, 65. Too high, 63. Too high, 62. Okay, now it ran the same program again and again and again, and now it's saying, is this true? No. Is this true? No. Is this true? Yes, it is, because this integer 62 is the same as the random number. Now it says, good job, you win. Do you want to play again? We're going to say Y, and then it's gonna pick another number, and 76. Ooh my god. Where did we go wrong? Okay, so there are quite a bit of traceback errors. Let's go to the first one. There's no error. Okay, it's probably with this Y. Okay. User num guess is not defined. Oh, okay, I get it. It's user guess num, not user num guess. Guess num. Okay, that's better. That is so much better. Okay, let's try and guess the number again. Come on. I've picked a number, now you try and guess it. 68. Too high. 65. Oops, that's too high. 65. 50. Oops. Let's try again. 50. Too low. 60. That's too low. 60. Too low. 70. It's too low. 80. That's too high. Okay, let's say 75. That's too high, then 73. That's too low, then it has to be 74. Okay, let's say Y. Okay, 55. 65. 75. Ooh, okay. 73. 74. Okay, so oh my god. Okay. We might have to take this. We're gonna say Control X, which copies it and cuts it, and then we will just no, that could cause problems. Okay, yeah, that isn't too bug free, but yeah, okay, we have a functioning number guessing game, and I challenge you to limit it to challenge you to limit it to only 5 tries, which is very hard, but yeah, okay. Okay, next project. This is our last project for the day. Actually, let's open the web browser. Okay, let's see. Okay, horoscope. Create a simple horoscope program that asks the user for their star sign and outputs a fun horoscope for them. Bear in mind that your program should display an error message if the user types in the wrong sign. Okay, actually, I don't know any horoscopes or what are horoscopes, so let's go into the next one. Rock, paper, scissors is one of my favorite Python projects for beginners. Simple enough, but still challenging, since you need to think about how to turn the game rules into logic for the program. Paper wins over rock. Rock wins over scissors. Scissor wins over paper. Generate a random answer for the computer. That's hard. That's okay. Acronym? Oh, password generator. That sounds fun. Let's read it. Create a Python program that generates a random password for the user. Make sure your program takes a few inputs from the user. How long should a password be? How many characters should there be? Should it have both uppercase and lowercase letters? Ooh, that's hard. Outputs. Pong game. Okay, yeah, that's so hard. Okay, tic-tac-toe. Okay, yeah, this is getting a bit harder. This is even stuff that I don't know how to do. So, let's, okay, so it's another random thing, but I don't know how to generate random strings. So, ha ha, how to generate random strings in Python. Okay, let's see. Python. YouTube. Let's just read this article. Put random string. Okay, random string equals 4 in range. Nah, I don't know. Import random string. The random string generator. Return the join. Oh wow. Okay. It's a horoscope. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's it for now. Yeah, so I guess that's it for now. Yeah, okay. That's it for now, I guess. Please leave a like and, yeah, leave a like if you like this video. If you didn't, please hit that dislike button. And if you did like this video and you want to see more content, please hit that subscribe button. And I guess I'll see you in the next one, where I will have either more projects for you to do, or we'll have more fun learning about stuff. So see you in the next video. Hit that like button or that dislike button, and please hit that subscribe button. And remember the challenges. Post in the comments below about the challenges that I told you about. And yeah, see you later. Peace.